Welcome back to Queensland today. Today, we delve into the intricacies of the Sunshine State. I'm Nelvi, and alongside me is Afifah. We are honored to have with us remotely via Zoom Dr. Shofy as an expert in Australian regional governance and economics. Later, we will connect with our reports on location across Queensland.
Thank you, Nelvi. Dr. Sophie, thank you for joining us. Based on your expertise, could you highlight some key aspects of Queensland's political and governmental system?
Thank you for having me. Queenslands operate within Australia constitutional parliamentary democracy as the material indicates the formal head of state is King Charles III, represented by Governor Dr. Jeanette Young. However, the practical governance lies with Premier David Frank Crisavulli and the cabinet. A notable feature is Queensland unicameral parliament, the legislative assembly with its 93 members using a provincial voting system. This structure, as the provide information suggests, streamlines the legislative process compared to a bicameral system. Furthermore, mandatory voting contributes to a consistently high level of political participations. Back to you.
Exactly. Now, we're connecting into Miss Jessie. Miss Jessie, what are you observing regarding political engagement on the ground?
Good afternoon from Parliament House, Brisbane. Right behind me is where the Queensland Legislative Assembly meets the heart of state's political activity. As you mentioned earlier about Queensland, Queensland is a unique country because having a unicameral parliament, meaning there's only one legislative chamber, and it is very unique. And today, I had the chance, fortunately, to speak with a few locals, and many expressed appreciation for the simplicity of the system. And one voter told me it feels like our concerns don't get lost in layers of bureaucracy, and that sentiment shared with by others who say the single house our model allow us for a quicker thinker and quicker decision, especially on pressing matters like political, infrastructure, and healthcare. And furthermore, there's also been ongoing discussion here about electoral reforms and how to keep increasing voter education in Queensland, especially among the first time voters. Given that voting is compulsory, many believes that civic education plays a big role in making democracy truly participatory. In short, there's real political awareness on the group. No matter no matter how about the political in Queensland, the awareness on the ground, not just during election, but through the year. Back to the studio. Thank you, Mrs. Jessie. Dr. Sapi, does this on the ground report align with the structural implications of Queensland's political system?
Yes, indeed. The efficiency often associated with a unicameral system can lead to be more direct translations of the electorate will, especially given the high participation rates due to compulsory voting, as your material points out.
Let's now turn to Queensland's economic landscape. We go live to Miss Faridah.
Reporting from Mount Isa, known for its rich mineral deposits, truly reflects Queensland's economic backbone. According to our research, the mining sector generated $86.5 billion in gross value, added for 2022 to 2023, accounting for 18.3% of the state's total output. In addition, the healthcare and social assistance sector is booming, employing over 455,000 people, making it the largest employment sector. The construction industry also shows strong performance, both in urban expansion and infrastructure development, federal and state collaboration on major transport and clean energy projects, including a $21.6 billion investment pipeline, further underscores the government's commitment to long-term economic growth. Back to you.
Thank you, Mrs. Faridah. Dr. Shofy, based on this, what are the key takeaways regarding Queensland economic strength?
The numbers speak themselves. Queensland economic resilience lies in its diversity. From mining and energy to healthcare and constructions, these sectors, particularly mining and LNG exports, are driving statewide growth. The strong partnership between state and federal government on infrastructure signals strategic planning for sustained prosperity.
Now, let's explore security and culture. We'll go to our reporters, Mr. Sheva for security and culture.
Mind, where everything gets done in its own time. And why rush when there's over 320 days of sunshine a year to enjoy? And some of Australia's best natural attractions right on your doorstep. You'll find plenty to admire in this city itself too. Fabulous heritage buildings, a waterfront esplanade that stretches away forever, lush tropical gardens, a football team that's the...
Hello from Townsville. Security in Queensland is multifaceted. The Queensland Police Service, or QPS, handles law enforcement, emergency response, and crime prevention. Special units within QPS address organized crime, terrorism, and cyber threats. Though national defense is managed federally, Queensland contributes through its partnership with Rheinmetall Defence Australia, headquartered in Red Bank, which manufactures armored vehicles for the ADF. Now on to the culture. Queensland is rich in indigenous and multicultural heritage. The traditions of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders peoples remain deeply respected, as seen as at centers like the Jurugal Cultural Centre on the Gold Coast. Queensland art scene thrives in places like Brisbane Gallery of Modern Art, while multicultural festivals such as Panegyric Greek Festivals and the Cairns Indonesian Festival showcase its diversity. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Mr. Sheva. Dr. Shofy, based on these reports and the provided material, how do you see these aspects contributing to Queensland's overall identity?
The strong emphasis on community safety managed by the QPS contributes to the state's livability. Simultaneously, the celebrations of both indigenous and multicultural heritage enrich Queensland's social fabric, making it a dynamic and attractive place, as your cultural report illustrates.
Dr. Shofy, thank you for your insightful analysis. And thank you to Ms. Jessy, Ms. Faridah, and Mr. Sheva for their reports. Nelvi? Indeed, Queensland presents a multifaceted picture shaped by its unique political structure, robust economy, security focus, and vibrant culture. Thank you for watching Queensland Today.